Hello everyone, it's Rebecca, and I'm going to be doing a foundation routine video. So obviously I'm not wearing foundation or anything, so don't comment on my skin. I don't have really bad skin. I'm just going to be showing you guys, it's more for the summer. I do use a foundation, not a tinted moisturizer, just for the reason that I don't have a tinted moisturizer right now, so yeah, in case you're wondering. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sanitize my hands using one of the Lush pocket backs in I Love Bling, aka rock candy. I'm just sanitizing my hands because I'm going to be using my fingers for my primer. So then I'm going to take my face primer, and I use the Body Shop Skin Primer in Matted, which looks like this. And I'm just going to take about a pea-sized amount onto my fingers, about that much. You probably can't see that. And I'm just rubbing it in between my first two fingers, so my pointer finger and my middle finger. And yeah, my hair is pulled back, so I'm just blending it into my skin. I already put on my moisturizer, obviously. Okay. So that's just gonna, using a primer will just make your foundation last longer and make it go on more smoothly. Okay, I can't close it. Okay, so then the foundation I'm using right now is from Joe, and it's the Joe Fresh Style Foundation. Lightweight foundation in Light 1. You can only get this at the Superstore because it's like the Superstore brand, and there's no Superstores in the US, I don't think. I think it's a Canadian store, so sorry about that. But you can order it online, I think. So I just take a bit onto the back of my hand, about that much. You can take more as you go along. And I'm taking my MAC 187 Duo Fiber Stippling Brush. I just cleaned it, that's why it's white. And I'm just taking some onto the tops of my bristles, and I'm just starting on my cheek, and I'm starting in the middle, and then I'm just going to stipple it in and work my way outwards. And just make sure it's kind of blended, and then just do the same onto the other, for the other cheek, obviously. Don't want to be uneven. And then take some more down my nose. And I do my foundation first before I do my concealer because, well, that's weird. Sorry, because then you don't have to use as much concealer, so I don't have to waste product, obviously. And then I'm just going to take the rest. Okay, and some more down my neck. You always want to blend down your neck because you don't want a foundation line, obviously. And then just kind of go over everything and make sure it's all well blended, it doesn't look streaky. Okay, so that's it for foundation. For my concealer, I kind of have three concealers that I actually use. The MAC Pearl Longwear Concealer, my Benefit Boi-ing Concealer, and my She Stylezone Cover Stick. This is the one I've actually been using the most. I haven't really been using the MAC one just because I hate the pump because it always takes out way too much product, and I don't like using a ton of concealer, so I don't want to waste the product. And the Boi-ing one is a bit too light for me right now. It's in 01, and I don't look tan because I'm darker than I was when I bought it. So I'm going to use my She Cover Stick, and what I actually do is I take my MAC 195 brush, and oops, there's an eyelash on there, and I'm just going to take some onto the brush like this. This is in 06 Caramel, by the way, and I just got this in Slovakia, and just put it on my problem areas. For me, that's my chin. As you can tell, I'm like around my mouth. And then just a bit up here. Just obviously put this wherever you have your problem areas and a bit around my nose. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm not going to take this just because it's not as, I like to use creamier concealers. I'm actually going to use the foundation that I use for under my eyes. I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger. So the Joe Fresh Style Foundation. and get a bit on each finger, and then just dot it underneath my eyes. You see that? And then just blend it in. I'm actually using the wrong finger. I usually use my middle finger because you don't want to create premature wrinkles, obviously. And ring finger is really gentle. So yeah, that's that. And for powder, I use the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural, and I'm in light medium. And I'm going to take my Sigma large powder brush, which is the F20, and I'm just going to take some and just put it across my, just everywhere. And down my neck, of course. And this is just going to set your foundation and, yeah. And make it last longer and just kind of keep everything in place so it doesn't sweat off your face. Hey, that rhymes. Sorry, I'm kind of weird. Then I'm going to take my bronzer, which I've kind of been using 3 bronzers interchangeably. Okay, I've been using my Rimmel London one, but I think I used them in a video. I just haven't uploaded it yet. And then my NARS Laguna, and then my e.l.f. contouring and blush bronzing powder, the bronzer side. So I'm just going to take this one, so the bronzer obviously, and where'd it go? I'm just going to use I'm actually going to use a blush brush. This is the Sigma F10. I'm just going to get some on here and just get my temples. Down my nose. On my cheeks. My chin, and then down my neck. This is just going to give you kind of a sun-kissed glow. And you can add as much or as little of this as you want. And you don't have to use this brush either. I sometimes use my powder brush, I sometimes use the Sigma F25, which is just a large tapered face brush. So anyway, that's what it looks like. And then for my blush, since it's summer, I would use a cream blush. I don't like using cream blushes, to be honest. But I already put my powder on, and you shouldn't put your cream blush on after you put on your powder because then it's going to look cakey, so you always want to put your powder on last. So I'm just going to take a powder blush because I love taking powder blushes because I'm just that kind of person. And I'm going to take it out. I might as well take the other side of the e.l.f. duo. This one, the blush. Obviously, I'm just going to take the same brush and take some on the brush and just tap off the excess, and put it on the apples of my cheeks and then blend up. You don't want to put it right on the center of your cheeks. That's what a lot of people think it's the apples of your cheek. It's actually not the apples of your cheeks. You want to blend up. Of course, it also depends on your face shape and what looks good on you. Okay, so just like that, I'm just going to give you a really nice glow. And then for my highlights, sorry, where'd it go? Okay, I'm going to take my Pixi blush, Energy Blush in number 3, Naturally Sunny. That's what it looks like. It's supposed to be a blush, but the highlighter side, which is the side, is bigger, so I use that. I don't really get why it's bigger because the blush should be bigger, but whatever. I'm taking my Sigma tapered highlighter brush, which is the F35. It looks like this, kind of just the same idea as this. It's a tapered kind of egg-shaped brush. I'm just taking some and just putting on the tops of my cheekbones. It's going to give dimension to your face. Just put it where the sun naturally hits. That was really weird. Did you hear that? There's like a cat meowing outside. It's not my cat because I don't have a cat. So on your cupid's bow, down your nose, on your forehead, on your chin, and on the apples, or not the apples, the tops of your cheekbones. So yeah, that's basically it. Then you can take like a finishing spray. I would take Fix Plus, but I don't have Fix Plus, so I'm not going to do that obviously. So yeah, that was just kind of a quick video on my everyday foundation routine. Sometimes I kind of skip a step, like if I feel like I don't need the foundation, then I won't obviously use it. But that's what I use in general. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, bye.